Alright, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be covering ppms, parts per million, and parts per billion type questions. So I have two questions. One of them is a ppm question, one of them is a ppb question. This one's ppm, and just to review, the formula for ppm is, at least for weight over volume, which is all we've covered, is grams per milliliter times 10 to the 6th. So the key to these types of questions is getting the correct units here. You can see I'm already starting off in this problem with the incorrect units. I have liters and milligrams. So I've got to convert both of those before I can figure out how many ppm are in this sample. So let's start with the milligrams and convert it to grams. Okay, 0.060 grams of lead. And then we'll do the liters, 3.0 liters to milliliters. Just going to be 3,000 milliliters. So once I've got them in the correct units, then it's pretty simple. Just put the grams on top of the milliliters and then multiply by 10 to the 6th. And what I get is 20. So my ppm are 20, or you could write it like this, 20 ppm of lead. Okay, and I think a lot of people get confused with these is just getting in the right units. That's really the key. And once you do that, it's pretty easy to just plug in the numbers and then complete the problem. In this particular example, in the next one, it's a little bit different. We are actually given the ppb and asked to find the mass. So let me get this situated here. There we go, and refocus. Okay, so this says a sample of chromium was found to contain 2.5 parts per billion. So that's 2.5 parts per billion in that sample, and the sample was 5 milliliters. So the ppb equation is almost the same as the ppm, except this number right here. It's the only difference. For ppm it's 6, for ppb it's 9. So we're just going to fill in the numbers what we have. We know our ppb and we know our milliliters. So I'm going to put 2.5 over here, and then I don't know my grams, but I do know that my sample is 5 milliliters. And of course I multiply by 10 to the 9th. And then to solve this, algebraically, first we can divide by 10 to the 9th on both sides. So 2.5 times 10 to the negative 9. So we're going to get on the left, and then that is grams of chromium times, or divided by 5 milliliters. And then we're going to take and multiply by 5 milliliters on both sides. You don't really need the units there, I'm just putting them there to show you. And then should get 1.25 times 10 to the negative 8 grams. of chromium. But the question, remember, is not asking me grams, it's asking me micrograms. So now I need to convert this into micrograms. Remember the prefix, or the exponent for this is going to be -6. And then when you do that, you should get 1.25 times 10 to the -2 micrograms of chromium. Alright, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, these really aren't that difficult as long as you know where to put the numbers and as long as you get the what you're given in the correct units. You'll always be given at least 2 of the 3 in order to solve the problem. You just have to get in the correct units and then plug it in the right place in the formula. Okie doke, that's it for this one.